Today, the smell of spray paint is in the air, but for a political message, we're giving you an exclusive preview of a famous upcoming performance and talking about what everyone loves, social media. You won't want to miss it. Welcome to another episode of Front Row Center. I'm Nakaya Berry.
And I'm Alyssa Stein. With the internet just a click away, people are tuning in to online radio.
Broadcasting from Las Vegas to the world, here's how love is mixed with radio.
House, y'all, this is the classics of Mr. and Mrs. R. I'm Mr. R.
And I'm Mrs. R.
These radio broadcasters are not only a team, but a married couple too.
I got my beautiful wife, my co-host, Mrs. R. How you doing, Mrs. R?
I'm doing oh so good. And you'll hear us on the radio telling each other, I love you, baby. And you go, I love you too. And it's not fake, it's real. So when we give each other love, we give you love.
It's been almost 4 years since the dynamic duo began their radio journey together, now with 3 different live shows. The classics with Mr. and Mrs. R, the Mr. R Show playing independent and unsigned hip-hop and R&B from around the world, and a talk show, What's Up with Mrs. R.
And hold on, Mr. R. With the classics with Mr. and Mrs. R, you know, I'm in charge of that, you know. Because I pick the music. Just joking. No, we pick the music together.
They make the shows fun and entertaining, but also bring family back into radio.
We're just like, hi, we're here. And we want to be different because we want to capture the world with happiness.
The shows broadcast online rather than the traditional radio station. It gives them their own creative freedom and a larger audience.
Oh yeah, because we get a lot of love like from Germany, Japan, especially the UK.
And Russia.
Oh yeah, Russia.
I think the beauty of being online is that you capture the world. You capture the world.
Mr. and Mrs. R hope to turn the radio shows into a TV talk show. But for now, you can listen to them on redpandaradio.com, channel 600.
If you stop dreaming, you stop living.
Reporting for Front Row Center, I'm Nakaya Berry. Right now, we have Isaac with us, known as Recycled Propaganda. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
All right, so we are under pressure right now because you're performing live. So.
Yeah, so I did the first layer at home. You know, this is what I prepared earlier, and I'm just gonna like peel off this first layer.
All right, so you can get started.
Yeah.
So what is Recycled Propaganda? It's an interesting name.
No, it is. So Recycled Propaganda is sort of a product of my angst when I moved here from the UK. And it's sort of how I wanted to better the world. I was gonna, you know, join the Peace Corps or, you know, do work for charity, and I thought, why not use my existing skill set and, you know, do art and design to help people, like, you know, question their environment, better their lives, and better society, really.
And that's what I think everyone should do. Just use their own skills they already have.
There's no box that you have to, you know, fit your career in. You can do whatever you want and whatever you put your mind to. And I think that there's a, you know, a high amount of ignorance in America about a lot of issues, and I'm trying to like combat that in a visually appealing and approachable way.
So everyone can understand too.
Well, maybe everyone doesn't understand, but that's why you do like different pieces at different levels. So some, you know, everyone's going to get, some maybe people aren't going to get, but it's not necessarily about getting it and not getting it, because a piece can mean like various different things to different people. So that's what I like about the sort of ambiguity of art. I feel like reflects the sort of ambiguity within society. There's no wrong or right answer, it's just different perspectives.
Okay, so how did you come up with the name Recycled Propaganda? Those words together are very interesting.
Because to me, when I moved here, watching the media, I was blown away by the sort of amount of propaganda. Like, to me, that means, you know, it's black and white, it's wrong or right, it's good or bad. And I wanted to recycle that into something that wasn't, that was ambiguous, that was grey, that was open to interpretation. So the idea of recycled propaganda is recycling sort of this black and white, you know, very certain world into something that's a little bit more open to interpretation.
All right, so what exactly are you doing right now?
So this is going to be the first layer of this stencil. So I've just put a little bit of adhesive on, put it down to the board, put some bits of card around so I don't overspray. And then I'm just going to do the first layer. So this is the hand, so that's going to be predominantly pink. And then this is the little bit of broccoli, so I'm just going to do that broccoli colour. Just like some greens.
So what kind of messages do you like to share through your art?
Just anything that I experience. I try and keep fairly well sort of informed about what's happening in America and in the world. So I like to do pieces that either I feel have impacted my own life or that I feel people in America need to know, well, and globally need to know more about. Other than that, you know, anything that I feel like I can come up with a good visual that represents something. This piece was an interesting one. I actually originally designed it for a new vegan restaurant opening downtown called Veggie Nation.
Can't wait for that.
I'm doing all the artwork in there, so they were like, design some concepts. And this was one of the concepts that they rejected, and I was like, well, you know, let's do some art with that concept. So to me, it's about having that relevance is, you know, useful sometimes, because then, you know, you have a more real life basis of what you can design stuff around.
Okay, so it's also kind of like current events, but through art.
Sure, yeah, no, exactly. I try and keep my finger on the pulse, although, like, you know, you can't be involved in everything all the time. Everybody needs, like, breaks from it, so I'm not, like, always doing stuff about things that have just happened, but I try and keep it fairly relevant, yeah.
Yeah, so let's see you in action. I know your art is visually appealing too, but also the way you do it. And so...
Sure, so that's the first layer kind of done and dusted, so we're just gonna touch it up a little bit. There's a few pieces I missed on there. And then just give this a couple minutes to dry, and then we can do the black layer on top of it.
So we have a mask right here. I can see why you wear that a lot. It definitely smells like spray paint in here.
Yeah, contact high is good, but not constantly every day of your life, because, you know, but, you know, maybe it inspires some of the work, who knows.
So what else, how else are you displaying your artwork besides
Yeah, so
spray
like
paint?
physical art is just one of the sort of modes that I try and convey the message. To me, it's all about like having different platforms that appeal to different people. You might love art, other people might love t-shirts, other people might love stickers. So mainly I digitally design them to start with, and then I take them to certain places. So I can do a mural of it, or I can do an art piece of it, or a print of it, or a t-shirt or a tank top, or it's about trying to capture as broad an audience as I can.
So you have t-shirts, stickers, artwork, murals.
Prints, yeah, pretty much anything.
Where can people find that work?
All on my website, recyclepropaganda.com, or Instagram, Facebook,
Yeah,
Twitter.
I see a lot of your posts on Facebook.
Yeah, good.
We were
Yeah,
just talking about
Facebook
that.
works.
Yeah, it does. So, why do you think these messages are important, and what do you hope people can get from it?
Because I feel like people often have bad things to say about society, but don't really want to do anything about it. And I think if you're just going to bitch about something and not take responsibility, you know, the government is for the people and of the people, you know. So I think everybody just needs to take a little bit more interest and responsibility in their own country that they live in. I'm not even originally from here, but I have, you know, great pride in living here, and I feel like it's a shame how many people don't care, and there's just a real disassociation and lack of empathy with everybody. You see a homeless person on the street, well, get a job, you bum. Well, what if that was you and people just drove by you? There's not enough putting yourself in other people's shoes, and to me that's the fundamental first step that, you know, we need to achieve before we can achieve any sort of change or better society.
All right, did you have another layer you needed to do?
Yep, I think we're about ready. Might be a little bit premature, but
it's all right.
It's not the first time.
So do you have any logos? I see a logo that you have.
This is a logo. This is like one that I stencil on the back of stuff, and then down at the front there, I think, as well.
All right. I also noticed you drawing a guy in a suit with a mask. What does that represent for you?
That's one of actually the first design that I ever did under Recycle Propaganda, and I started in 2012 when the whole banking crisis was sort of at its peak, and that one was called Gassing Wall Street. and it's a really like highly ambiguous piece, which I like. You know, everybody has a different interpretation to it. To me, it meant that, you know, the banking industry is so relentless that even if you gas them, they would still turn up to work the next day just wearing a gas mask, being like ready to screw more people over. And, you know, it's one of those pieces that's sort of evocative, but everybody has a different meaning and a different perception of why it is.
Some nice outline there.
It's like magic, right?
Okay. I like how it's not exactly perfect with the wood here, so.
Yeah, no, and I like to keep my pieces a little bit more rustic and have some, like, you know, emotion to them, because I have the t-shirts and the prints. If you want something perfect, I'll get a computer to do it. If you want something with a bit more like integrity, I can do it and make some mistakes. So.
Okay, so recycledpropaganda.com. We can check out your work.
For sure.
Thank you for coming, and it looks great.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Thanks. So don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're showing you what made Vegas glow and an exclusive interview to an upcoming performance.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European pro golf tours: 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the US Open twice: 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism: 1 in 88. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs of autism.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Today, the Strip is filled with LED lights. But before that, it was the bright neon lights that made Vegas, Vegas. Clarissa Levitt takes you inside where those neon lights are still preserved.
Are you looking for a fun place to take the kids? Well, the Neon Museum may be the place to go. Started in 1996 by concerned members of the Las Vegas community, the Neon Museum began.
The first sign that we restored and conserved was the Hacienda Horse and Rider, which was located as public art on Las Vegas Boulevard. And it sits currently where it was installed in 1997, which is at Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street.
Now boasting over 200 signs, many of which have multiple parts, the Neon Museum holds memories of Las Vegas's past.
Everybody has a memory of Las Vegas, and invariably it is connected visually in some way to a sign.
Sure, you could always walk down Las Vegas Boulevard and see the same thing, but when you go into the Neon Museum, it's a completely different experience.
The Neon Museum has partnered with the City of Las Vegas to designate Las Vegas Boulevard from Washington to Sahara a federal scenic byway. So in partnership with them, we place restored and conserved signs as public art on medians on Las Vegas Boulevard.
During the day, you can see the signs in all of their glory, but at night, the lights come on. Surprisingly, only one sign in the entire museum says Las Vegas, and only one sign is not from Las Vegas at all. The museum is also home to one of the oldest signs in Las Vegas. The museum welcomes people of all ages to enjoy the signs and learn about their history, but they prefer that children under 6 remain in a stroller. For Front Row Center, I'm Clarissa Levitt.
Joining me now is Carmela Gatson and Rosalina Trinidad from the Vagina Monologues. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so what exactly are the Vagina Monologues?
Biggest question of the year, right? So in the 90s, it was the third wave of feminism, girl power, 1000%, and Eve Ensler thought it'd be a great idea to travel the world and see what are women going through worldwide? And what she found is that, unfortunately, 1 in 3 women are expected to become victims of physical or sexual violence in their lifetime. And so she said, I have to do something about this. My strength is playwriting. So she just went around and did interviews with women and talked about the female experience, what it's like to be a vagina person. So masturbation, sex, rape, unfortunately, menstruation, all of those experiences, and concocted this into this great play that we now perform on college campuses and rape crisis centers all over the world. So it started in New York, and now they're in Mumbai, they're in China, they're here at UNLV.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. And what's it like to direct for the monologues?
An incredible experience. I have such an amazing group of people I get the privilege to work with. Last year I had a 20-person cast. This year I have a 15-person cast. And Rosalina, I've never met her before, but I have this amazing theater student coming in and giving her talents, and I have people who are history majors giving their talents, women's studies majors, all coming together to make this show happen. So each year I get to learn from all of these different students because we all think that this show rocks and we want to make it as awesome as possible.
Now, I also know that the Vagina Monologues, they go towards some kind of charity as well. You guys raise money for an awareness?
Right, so this year we are raising money for a interpersonal violence survivor fund. So interpersonal violence encompasses sexual assault, domestic violence, and stalking. And those are problems that college students do come into contact with, and we really want to make sure that if they ever come into a point where they can't afford to get medications they need or have a place to live because they had to leave an abusive partner, that this university can help them out in their time of need. So this is really our goal, to raise money for that and support those students here at UNLV.
Yeah, and Rosalina, so are you directing? What are you performing?
I'm a performer.
Oh, okay. Tell us a little bit about your performance.
Well, basically my monologue is called Because He Liked to Look at It.
Okay.
So not an adjective wing there. Basically, just to give it a little summary, but not give it too much away, it's about a woman who comes to accept herself and learn to love not just her spiritual form, but her physical form as a woman through somebody else who finds her that way. And I feel like what I want people to take most from this monologue is that you don't just need someone to go ahead and empower you that way, but you have that will for yourself all along.
That's absolutely incredible. What made you want to do that and be a part of all this? What gave you the inspiration?
Well, to be honest, it wasn't until my friend Sarah dragged me with her to auditions. I was like, what's a freaking vagina monologues? I don't even know what? Vagina monologues? Really, first word off the bat, vagina. Anyways, so I go, I pick out a monologue, I do a cold reading, I fell in love with it. And it was
she came to life when she read this part, and really, like she said, it's about somebody loving themselves. And all of us have this experience in this where, first of all, we're talking about the most intimate part of ourselves, our vaginas, in such an open, candid way. And Rosalina comes from a different background, I come from a different background, but we're like, hey, we're here, we're women, we're amazing, we're hot, and you love us. You're gonna love the show.
I'm so excited. And when can everyone catch it?
February 28th, which is a Saturday, the last Saturday of the month, at 7 p.m. In Artemis Ham Hall, and tickets are just $12. You can get them from the box office, the Performing Arts Center's box office.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, for joining us today.
Thank you.
And stay tuned, because up next, we're getting social, and I'll be showing you a different way to view Las Vegas.
We have a job to do out here today.
To be a winning team, you have to work like a winning team.
My team depends on me.
And my team is 50,000 strong. Looks like a lot of work's going into this.
This is what it feels like to be part of a team.
A winning team.
The Action Team.
Action Team! Get in on the action at actionteam.org. Are you in?
Welcome back. Have you ever wondered what the Strip looks like from 500 feet in the air? This week, I got a glimpse of Las Vegas from a brand new angle.
Las Vegas is home to the world's best entertainment. It's also known for offering one-of-a-kind experiences.
The Voodoo Zipline is a ride that's 500 feet in the air, and it goes 1,700 feet both ways.
Located next to the Voodoo nightclub on top of the Rio Hotel and Casino, the Voodoo Zipline offers guests not only a breathtaking view, but also a thrilling way to look at Las Vegas.
It's like challenges. Things are fun when you don't know what to expect. And I had no idea what to expect, so I just went for it.
It may seem scary or somewhat out of your comfort zone, but manager Kurt Morgan reassures that the attraction is all smooth sailing.
I experienced a smooth ride. You know, it depends on if you're scared of heights or not. If you are, it adds to the thrill of it. Other than that, just a smooth ride all the way down.
If you think you have what it takes, Voodoo Zipline is open all year round, day and night. For Front Row Center, I'm Melissa Stein.
Social media is a part of our everyday lives, and there's an online show based in Las Vegas all about it. The hosts of the show, Asia Jade and Vegas Wayne, are here with us. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? How are you?
Good. Nice bow tie.
Thank you. How are you?
Always.
Nice. Thank you. Oh, there you go.
There you go. So social media is such a broad topic. Tell me about your show and what do you do on it?
You want me to take this? Sure, sorry.
All right, cool. Social media is pretty much, the social media show, it started here in Las Vegas. It actually started in this building, down the hall. We started filming just with our voices and with camera. We would bring in entrepreneurs, music artists, people who use social media in a way to benefit themselves, to benefit their business and to benefit their lives. How do you flourish without handing out flyers? Social media.
Yeah, exactly.
The new digital flyer. So.
Pretty much, yeah.
So the title, The Social Media Show, says it all.
Pretty much,
yeah.
It's self-explanatory.
Doesn't need a description. It's pretty much, it's right there.
So you just finished wrapping up a season?
We did.
How does that feel?
Felt great.
It was amazing.
It was a whirlwind. It was just weeks and weeks of shooting, and then all of a sudden you got your episodes done. You're off to
done, and then I was kind of sad.
back and we get to see each other every day.
So your first season, right?
Yes, this is our first season, 6 episodes. We concluded at CES 2015, which was amazing.
Madhouse. I think we did about 30 interviews.
We did about 30 interviews.
Nice ending.
Just literally guerrilla marketing, like going around, hey, we had like this placard that said, hey, this is a social media show, check us out. After we would interview someone, and we got so much clout from it. It was great.
Okay, so where does your show air?
Well, it's the socialmediashow.com is where you can basically go, and a lot of new episodes come out every week when we're in season. We're not sure of the new season yet, but basically you can just go to the socialmediashow.com, and that'll basically take you to the YouTube. That's where we publish it right now. But the socialmediashow.com is where you'll be able to stay up to date on everything that is the social media show.
Correct.
All right, great. So you shoot it out of Las Vegas. How does this city affect your show?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is, and we've actually kind of went away from being like shut. We shoot in Vegas. We do shoot in Vegas. Vegas is our home, but we really try to get more out there and be more globally known, if you will. We're taking trips to LA, Phoenix, and then we got a Bay Area trip planned here soon. So
we are globally known.
Exactly. But sometimes I forget, like that one time at CES when the guy came up to me out of nowhere, saying bow tie in Chinese, bow tie in Chinese.
Yeah, some guy from China just recognized his bow tie and was like, Vegas Wayne!
Yeah, that's what's great about social media and online, right? It affects the world.
Yeah, we're almost like viral stars almost.
Yes.
So what do you like to teach your viewers about social media?
Tips of the trade, tricks, and just how to use it effectively. A big thing with me, I'm a huge hashtagger, and I do that paragraph, but I've learned to minimalize because of the show, and I'm learning effectively how to do it. So of course I want to share that. I want people to be able to effectively hashtag and place their photos, videos, products in the right categories. Yeah. And we just try to teach them like how to use social media effectively and what certain outlets are used for.
Right. And not being scared to call out ourselves when we do make a mistake or something. We share that so somebody else, so like yourself or a small business owner in New York might not happen to them, but now they know how to fix it or do something to not even let it happen to them. So.
Right.
All right, so are you looking forward to another season?
Oh, most definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
When can people look forward to it?
Oh, that is pending.
Yes, we haven't set the date yet, but we're doing all the concepts for the episodes.
Yes, we are.
Coming up with all the storyboards for the episodes, but after that's done, then we'll have more of a shooting time frame and we would at least
We're definitely going for something different. This season, we're mainly. It's going to be social media oriented, but it's going to be categories of social media.
Okay, well, we definitely look forward to it. The socialmedia.com is where we can check you out.
and thanks for coming.
Yes.
TheSocialMediaShow.com.
Yes, social media show.
With such a busy schedule, I'm looking forward to a little fun this week. Mandy, tell us what's happening in Vegas.
Thanks, Nakaya. Here's what's happening in Las Vegas this week. In case you forgot, this Saturday is Valentine's Day, and the Orleans Arena is hosting the Love Affair concert. Grab a date and come see the show starring the Manhattans, Peaches and Herb, Ready for the World, and Rose Royce. February 15th at 8 p.m., you can catch Brian McKnight performing his romantic slow jams at the Eastside Cannery. Monday's Dark with Mark Schunock will be inside vinyl at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino on February 16th. This week, you can see over 15 different performances, and all proceeds will benefit the Blind Center of Nevada. Avast, local Buccaneers! The Downtown Las Vegas Country Saloon will host the annual Pirate Fest America All-Day Music Festival on February 17th. If you're a Britney fan, Miss Spears will be performing at Planet Hollywood February 18th at 9 p.m. And for all you country music fans, John Party will be inside the Access showroom at Aliante Station Thursday the 19th. Finally, Saturday Night Live alum Anna Gasteyer will be performing at the Smith Center on February 20th and 21st. I'm Mandy Massa, and that's what's happening this week, Las Vegas. Alyssa, Nakaya, back to you.
Well, that's all we have for you this week.
Remember, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at FRCLV and hashtag FRCLV to let us know what's trending.
You can also get a hold of us by emailing us at frontrowcenterlv@gmail.com.
This is Front Row Center, where art and entertainment collide. See you next week, Las Vegas.